to fill out Form 941 if you have no employee for 2023 quarter 3. Form 941 is employer's quarterly federal tax return. Therefore, it is due every quarter. And if you have no employee but you are required to file Form 941 by default, you should file it. In this video, we are going to practice how to file Form 941 if you have no employee or you pay no wages during quarter 3 of 2023. So, where do you find Form 941? You can go to irs.gov and in the search bar, you tap Form 941. And you should be able to download the form and download the instructions and you save it. So if you already filed quarter 1 and quarter 2 for 2023, you can just make a copy of quarter 2, and then if you need to make an update, you make an update. Otherwise, you already have your business name on the form. That way it saves you a little time for not having to retap your business name. If you are having an issue downloading a form from IRS website, you can go through our website as well, ninasoup.com, and we do have the sidebar where you'll find federal tax form and instructions, and we just save links to those tax return, to some of those tax return, and you click on federal tax form and instructions link, and you should be able to scroll through that page and locate the Form 941 and its instructions as well. And that will just be the same one from the latest version one from IRS website. The link is just to bring you to IRS form. Okay, now we have a copy of the Form 941 2023. We have the instructions. We can get started. So first you can just keep your cap key on your computer, and you open your form, you download the form to your computer, you save a copy, and you save that copy again for quarter 3, and you enter your business identification number on top, your business name, and you'll find it on your SS4 letter you receive from the IRS, or your identification number EIN letter that you receive from IRS after you apply for EIN for your business. You'll find your legal name on it. You can also find it on your EIN application form that you submitted to IRS. If you save a copy, you should be able to find your legal name. Your name here is the legal name. On that EIN application form, they say legal name. Let's go back to IRS website again. And we will put EIN. Let's see if you have EIN application. And I was hoping I will see the copy, but again, let's just try an example here. but I was hoping it will ask for the name. But anyway, we are not going to go far in it. But if you file for your EIN, you get the idea. And it will ask, it will have a line, they will say legal name. That's that name you want to put on your Form 941. And in this example, we are just going to put Liberman Consulting. And I like to just keep everything cap. And the trade name, if you have a trade name, you'll enter the trade name. If you are a sole proprietor, and based on how you file your EIN application, you stated at some point that you'll have employees. At some point. And based on what you selected, they will ask you to file Form 941 when you get your EIN letter. Yeah, then for sole proprietor, that is required to file Form 941. For the name, the legal name, chances are it's going to be your own name. But again, check that EIN letter or application form record you have in your record to see what you put for the legal name. But usually for sole proprietor, it will be your own name that you should have put there. But for LLC, that's as an S corp or LLC, it will be the business name. Should be different from your name. And then if you have a trade name, whether it's a sole proprietor or a LLC, the business entity, then you'll put that trade name that you have on the trade name section. The name is for the legal name, is not the trade name. So the trade name, if you have it, you put it. If you don't, you leave it blank. So in this, we are going to put Nina Soap. And the address, you put your business address. So I'm just going to put street. You put the city. You put the state. And you put the zip code. And to the right, you select the quarter you are filing for. Because Form 941 is a quarter tax return or quarterly tax return, you need to select the quarter you are filing for is quarter 3. So you check the third box, July, August, September, quarter. So part 1, line 1, number of employees who received wages, tips, or other compensation for the pay period, including quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, or quarter 4, is all. It's not an accumulation of all 4 quarters. It's each quarter. The form is about each quarter. So since this is quarter 3, and you say you pay no wages or you pay 0 wages, you are filing Form 941 with 0 wages paid or with 0 employees. Or even if you are as an LLC, if you are an employee of your own business and LLC tax as an S corp, automatically you are an officer if you are working in the business and you are an employee of your own business. But if you didn't collect any salary during quarter 3, you will put 0 on that line, because it's not just about how many people you are employing, but if you actually pay them during quarter 3. So if you have an S corp or LLC tax as an S corp, and you working in your business is new, you didn't collect any salary during quarter 3, line 1, you put 0. Line 2, wages, tips, and other compensation, you put 0. So here, it's good to put 00 because they have a space for decimal. Line 3, federal income tax withheld from wages, tips, and other compensation, you leave it blank. So how do I file Form 9? How do I fill out Form 941 if I pay $0 wages? you pretty much will have $0 tax return to file. And what you will do is line 1, line 2, and line 12, you will not leave a blank. You will enter 0 on those 3 lines. Everything else, you leave a blank. Where it requires you to put a dollar amount and your dollar amount is $0, you leave them blank. But line 1, the number of people that receive wages in your business. Line 2, the total wages, tips, and compensation paid during that quarter. And line 12, the total tax after adjustment and non-refundable credits. You do not leave those 3 line blanks. You complete it, and you can read more about it in IRS instructions for Form 941, 2023. Leave blank any data field except line 1, 2, and 12 with a value of 0. Okay, so now let's go back again. And that means you will enter your business name, where your business name and your business EIN number are required. But where dollar amount is 0, you leave them blank, but line 1, line 2, and line 12. So line 3, we leave a blank. Line 4, we leave a... They say if no tips, wages, tips, or other compensation are subject to Social Security and Medicaid, check line 4 and go to line 6. So we'll check that so that we can leave line 5 blank and we go to line 6. So line 6, total tax before adjustment, it is line 5 and line 3, and it is 0. So we leave a blank. Line 7, we leave a blank. Line 8, we leave a blank. Line 9, we leave a blank. Line 10, we leave a blank. Line 11, if you are not taking any of those research credits or non-refundable credits on line 11, you leave them blank and you go to page 2. Page 2, you make sure you put your business name at the top of page 2. You put your business identification number. And you continue. So line 11 are non-refundable. You leave them blank and you go to line 12. Total tax after adjustment and non-refundable credit, which is line 10 minus line 11G, and it is 0 in our case. So we'll put 0. And line 13, in case you are wondering what line 10 is, total tax after adjustment. When you take non-refundable credit out of it, the remaining will go on line 12, and it is 0 in this case. Line 13, total deposit during this quarter or overpayment from another quarter you want to apply to this quarter, we leave a blank. Line 13 is necessarily refundable credit session. If you have any, you read the instruction regarding that, otherwise you leave a blank. So line 14, line 13, total deposit and non-refundable credit, which is line 13 A, C, and E, will leave a blank. Line 14, balance due, which is the difference between line 12 and line 13G, it is 0 as well, so we leave a blank. And line 15 is overpayment between line 12 and line 13G. If line 13G is more than line 12, it will be an overpayment. If line 12 is more than line 13G, then there is a balance due. But in this case, when you didn't pay any employee and you don't have any credit to claim, the line 14 is blank, the line 15 is blank as well. And you go to part 2. Part 2, Line 16, you have 3 boxes. So if line 12 is less than 2,500, you check the first box. And line 12 is 0 in our case. Therefore, we will check the first box. But if line 12 for this return is less than 2,500 for the prior or line 12 on the return for the prior quarter was less than 2,500 and you didn't incur any $100,000 next day tax liability to deposit, yeah, you'll check that line. And then you leave the monthly deposit schedule box and the semi scheduled deposit box blank. Now you'll go to page 3. Page 3, you'll remember to put your business name, your business identification number at the top of the page. Part 3, line 17. If your business has stopped or you stop paying wages, you'll check the box and you'll put the date you stop your you pay final wages, and you'll attach a statement related to it, and they have it in the instructions. And if you are filing the form and there is a line that you have an issue with, you just try to locate it in the instructions to read more about that section. Line 19, something I like to point out as well is if you pay no wages, you might want to read the instruction regarding seasonal employer to see if you qualify for that. If you are a seasonal employer and you do not have to file a return every quarter, you need to check box 18. That means it tells IRS that you are not going to file every quarter. So the quarter you file, you make sure you select the right quarter that return is for. And then on line 18, you check that box 18 to let them know that there will be some quarters that you won't file for because you are a seasonal employer. And you can read more on the IRS publication as well on that, and to find instructions on the line, on a line that you have issue with, you just scroll to that line section and you read about it. And if you feel like you met that requirement and you don't, you can be called a seasonal employer. Therefore, you can check that box. Otherwise, when you do not collect salary from your own business as an officer of your LLC, that's as an S corp, or you do not have employees but you are required to file Form 941, you just file it and leave and put your business name and your business identification number on all the 3 pages, and put 0 on line 1, 0, 0 on line 2, and 0, 0 on line 12, and all the other lines you leave them blank. And line 4, you check that box of line 4 so that you can leave line 5 blank as well. Just the way we did it. You check that box and you leave it blank. So all the places that you need to put $0, you just leave them blank. But line 2 and 12 and line 1 you put 0. Okay, thank you. We are going to leave that blank all the way to line 28. We leave those lines blank. Part 4. If you want IRS to discuss this particular form you are filing with someone, you put that person's name, that person's phone number, and a PIN that the person will use to acknowledge themselves with IRS when they got the call. And you can click yes in that case. But if you want IRS to discuss that tax return with you, the owner of the business, just check no. Part 5. Part 5, you put your name as the business owner. You put your name, and in this example, I'm going to put this name, and then I'm going to put the title. So you need to put the title, your title in the business, and you put your phone number. And after you print the form out, you sign it, you date it, you make a copy for your business as well. If you are a tax preparer preparing for a client, then you will complete the paper use only by entering your name, your business address, your business phone, your business identification number, your P10. If you are self-employed, you check the self-employed box. Otherwise, you leave it blank. And when you print the form out, you sign it, you date it, you ask your client to sign and date, you make a copy for your business record, you make 2 copies for the client, including that original one signed, that the client can mail to IRS, and the client can save the copy for the client's business record. And you are done completing the form. You leave the voucher alone because you do not have any balance to pay with the form. So you do not print those out. You just print the first 3 pages of Form 941 out, and you staple it together and put it on an envelope, a 9x12, and mail it to IRS. So where do you mail your Form 941 for 2023 without a payment? When you do not add the voucher, that means you are not adding a payment. And if your line 14 balance due is blank, you are not adding a payment. So you will go to the instructions, and you make sure you are using the instruction for 2023, and let's write page 7, and mailing address for Form 941 without a payment, colon, the address in the colon without a payment that corresponds to the state where your business is the address you will put on the envelope to mail it, your Form 941. So in this example, without a payment, the address that is in the same section as Iowa is the address we will put in on the address for this form if we were to mail it to IRS. When Form 941 is Q3 is due 2023, you can find that on page 6 of the instructions for Form 941 2023, page 6 for Q3, including July, August, and September month, ending on September 30th. The due date is October 31st. So you need to mail your form by October 31st, and it's okay to mail it via USPS with a tracking number, and you file your receipt with the form for your business record. Thank you very much for watching. We thank you all that subscribe to our channel. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much for all your comments. On our channel, we share different ways you can save money and different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on your employer to provide for your family. and filing your business tax return yourself while your business is new and young is a way to save money. One, at the same time, it allows you to know the different components of the return and allows you to know how you should track your financial data during the year in a way that you'll be able to file the return accurately. And when your business starts flourishing and you want to hire a tax professional to file it for you, you will know by then the different things the person will need from you, and you will have recorded your business financial data in a way that you'll be able to, you'll be able to hand those information over to the tax preparer for that person to file your business tax return for you accurately. Thank you so much. If you start paying yourself, if you have an LLC, that's as an S corp, and you start paying yourself, and you want to track your payroll manually, you can design your payroll spreadsheet yourself, and or you can download a copy from our blog ninasoap.com, and on the main page you look for free download session and free payroll spreadsheet form 940 B22F2 is recently updated, and you'll be able to download a copy. It comes with an example sheet as well for you to see how it is completed. But we do have an article on how to complete that form and a video on how to complete it as well that you can watch to see how to complete it. And I'm just going to click on the form, and here it will upload up. I can just click on it, and sometimes it might be at the bottom of your screen at the left, but on mine is at the top under the download session. And let me just do it again. And when I click on it twice, it's like I'm trying to open the same file with the same name twice. So sometimes it does that. And we have multiple versions. You can see which one works for you. But this one is recently updated. The prior version is still on the page at the bottom. Okay, I don't know why I'm having that issue. And in the meantime, we can open a version that has examples in it. Okay, I have not opened it yet. I'd like to see. That way I can make this one different. So I have to open it. But when you download the form, it will say enable editing, protected view. You enable editing so that you can, this is the one with the example, so that you can edit it, and then you'll be able to complete it. But we do have instructions on how to complete it, but you can read the instruction, the summary instructions here, but you complete the list tab, the staff tab all the way, and you will complete the federal income tab, and all the other tab will pull from the federal income tab. But you'll be able to have the summaries that will allow you to file your Form 940 unemployment tax return with IRS. You'll be able to file W2 and W3 for each employee. And when you start paying wages, whether to yourself as an officer of your LLC as an S corp, or you have employees, and you'll be able to file Form 944 and Form 941. Form 944 is annual tax return that some business owners are required to file, and they file only once a year. Or Form 941, which is filed every quarter, and that's employer tax return as well. But quarterly return, which we just file, but this spreadsheet will be able to help you file those as long as you are not a semi-weekly depositor. And semi-weekly schedule online, that's online CC that we mentioned it. We have a video on how to choose your deposit schedule during the year as well, and we will link it in the description. What qualify you as for you to choose a monthly deposit schedule at the beginning of the year or a semi-weekly deposit schedule, and we touch base on that on a video that I'll put in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Afiabi Liberman, the founder of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and ninasub.com, our blog, where you can find your free downloads or free download templates to manage your business or your finances or both. Thank you. We thank you very much for your time.